How's it going? This is lunch with the one-eyed fat man. I think it's Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening somewhere. And that's to pay homage to all the people with the coronavirus, people that are trying to fight it, stuff like that. It's not getting any better. It's getting a lot worse. And what's scary is, this program here is to entertain, to educate, and to offend everybody on the planet. I have to say that. Having a cup of coffee for lunch today. Can't even talk. That's good stuff, man. I like coffee. But anyway, it looks like they're trying to get cashless society going. I saw that today. I knew it was coming anyway. Get rid of cash. But I saw that one coming a long time ago, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. There's no stopping that. And it's just the new world order getting ready to take over. It's the computers. You can't get away from the computers no matter what. They don't need the people on the planet. They have to get rid of us because what are we doing? We just taking up space, eating a lot of food, and farting just like a cow, man. Whatever. But yeah, it's sad. But the coronavirus, they say they might have a cure for it at the end of the year, but they want to inoculate everybody. That's like this one right here. Where the hell is that? Right there, May 1st, like I told you, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. They want us to be in distress, and that gives them the right to come into your house and to give you force shots and stuff like that. Now that's nuts. Crazy, crazy. But I knew the cashless society was coming because money's not real. Like I've been telling you guys for a long time now. We're in the apocalypse, starting of the apocalypse. Apocalypse, the four horsemen of the apocalypse. It's not the horses, it's the horsemen. Political, educational, monetary, religion. All of it is fake. All of it is fake, fake people. People had high hopes with Trump, and now people are starting to get mad because he's going to bring in the military or something to help with the inoculations, the injections and stuff like that. And that's kind of crazy. If it becomes a military state, like I always say about the police, I like the police here, I don't have a problem with them at all. But the thing is, when they cross the line, there's a thin line right there when they start breaking the law themselves, That's like when you take the oath of the military, like if they're calling the National Guards and they start doing stupid shit that they're not supposed to, they're breaking the law too, because they're supposed to protect us against foreign and domestic enemies, and domestic enemies too. Even if the government gives you an unlawful order to do this, that's committing a crime if you do that. And that's kind of sad because if it does become a military state and start taking away our firearms and different things like that, I have no problem with people carrying guns. I don't, Just as long as they don't get stupid, I have no problems. Like when we were kids, we'd take guns to school, have a shotgun in the back of a rack in our pickups, 22, whatever. And nobody said a word. Nobody said anything. Nobody even thought about taking it. Nowadays, man, you get locked up and FBI, they have your whole family in counseling for a year. Pretty fucking funny shit. But I know there's a lot of crazies out there too, though. I was talking about what's it called, Plenty of Fish. I was on that. Remember, if you guys ever go on a dating website, make sure you do a background check. No matter who it is, male or female, it doesn't matter. Everybody has a criminal record. Everybody. Like that one lady, I took a look at her. She got some no tickets or anything like that, but she's got lawsuits. People filed lawsuits against her. She was a defendant and stuff. But she was in a pretty nice house, and probably a $500,000-$700,000 home. And she said she was divorced. I checked her records. I don't think she's divorced. She's just out on the computer, just trying to screw people over or whatever. I don't know if they're trying to screw people over, but trying to take them for a ride for a short period. But she has no work history and no schooling or anything like that, like she told me. But she does live in a nice home. I know that. and she's had lawsuits. That's the thing. When you're in a lawsuit and you've been a defendant three or four different times, there's a problem there. That's you more than likely. That's like marriages. When people get married 4, 5, 6 times, it's you. You know, people are getting ready to marry the person. They should think about that too. You can marry a bunch of losers. I don't know. But yeah, I always do a background check. Like the lady I'm talking to now, she's in Alaska. This is what's weird. All these women are Asian. I had one in Salt Lake, one up in north, one in Alaska, blah, blah, blah. And they're all like Filipino people, but they want you to go to WhatsApp or what's that other one called? FaceTime and TikTok. And why don't we just go to Facebook, do the messenger thing. Something pretty simple, but they want to do some fucking off the wall bullshit that takes fucking forever. It's kind of a hassle. So more likely it's a scam, more likely. But that one lady that I said she was divorced, that's too weird. If she's out doing that kind of stuff, like before I said like I'd go on a road trip with her or friends with benefits or something like that. But people like that, you don't want to marry those type of people. They're clean enough people, pretty clean people, but a little bit off the wall. And then she goes, "Yeah, I've met people like you before." No, you haven't. You've never met anybody like me before. There's nobody like me before. She's just simple-minded, wants to say shit like that. Oh, I've met people like you before. Nobody's like me. Nobody. But yeah, it's crazy when the cashless society comes in. Everybody's gonna get a card. I saw that on the news, and because some people don't have banking accounts or savings accounts or something like that, and you're supposed to go to the post office, pick it up, or the banks or whatever, they'll give you a card, start putting money on it. But that way they can control us. If we don't do what they want, they just shut that card off. You have no rights, no money, no food, no nothing. And it's going to happen. It will happen. It will happen. I hate to say that. But people are lining up right now for food. They should already be prepared. I don't know what the problem is. But, they said in Dallas there's a mile long of cars waiting to get food boxes. But I think they're trying to stock up, but they should have been stocked up by now. And the food's going to run out. And the coronavirus, they're opening places, but what's sad is there's not going to be any jobs. There's not going to be any jobs. And that's probably why they're trying to give money to people, because they're just going to print it out and start giving it. But I haven't got my $1,200 yet. I don't know if you guys have or not, but I haven't got mine. By the time I get it, I'll have to pay some bills. It'll be gone, like most of it is. People have been unemployed for 3 months. They should know now. They're not in a bubble anymore. They probably have been in a bubble, but life's not going to be the same anymore, ever again. It's not going to be the same as it used to be. They're going to take away our rights, freedom of speech, and right to bear arms. They're going to take those two, First and Second Amendments, and it's bullshit. It's just because of the elite. I saw a bunch of preppers too. They're starting to prep in Colorado, but a lot of people are in Australia. I don't know why they pick Australia. I have no clue why they do that. But a lot of rich people are in Australia, New Zealand, and stuff like that. They have bunkers, there. Mormon Church has a bunker underneath the LDS Church, because they're Satanist or whatever the fuck. They're Satanist. But that's what you got to watch out too for false witnesses, But in the Bible, too, it also says a 200 million man army. That's what's crazy. In Revelation, it says 200 million man army. And before it'd be mind-boggling. No, that couldn't happen. China has it now. They got 200 million man. And they can come get us whenever they want. I don't know if they're going to do anything to China, if the stuff even came out of China. Some people said it came out of Texas, a few years back, and then they took it over to China. And then it got out of the lab somehow, but that shit shouldn't even be invented anyway. All it is to kill people. That's all it is. Man-made virus to kill people. It's a war crime. And whoever is involved, they need to be accounted for. That's just like Bill Gates. A lot of people think Bill Gates is a good guy. A lot of people think he's a bad guy. It's hard to say. But they say the meek will inherit the earth. He's pretty fucking meek, I think. But he makes more money at a coffee break than I ever do in a lifetime. Not in a lifetime, but in a year. He'll make more money on a coffee break than I would a whole year. He'd probably say, "Yeah, I'll have another cup of coffee today." But yeah, watch out for scammers. People that are on those dating websites. I don't even know why people even pay for those. Go to the free ones. Figure out if they're scamming. Get them on the video chat like this. See if they're for real. This one guy in Declo, he's pretty funny. He got scammed by $10,000. Some lady he never even met the lady, and scammed him. $5,000 credit. He maxed him 2 credit cards out on this lady. Pretty funny, man. And he gave me the number, and I got into the IP addresses and shit. I think it's a black dude out of Nigeria. Put the old 9-inch dick in his butt. It's pretty fucking hilarious. Some chick supposed to be from Brazil. She's a beautiful model or whatever. Why would a beautiful model want some fat dude out of Declo? It's kind of crazy. He fell for it, though. And people do. I don't know. You see him on Dr. Phil spend millions of dollars on somebody they've never met. It's like, shit. I spent $2. I want something out of it. But yeah, life is getting crazy, man. It's getting crazy. And people need to be prepared. Be prepared not to go back to work. Be self-sufficient. Plant your garden. It's nuts. And I don't know. They're going to have to kill us or make us sterile or something, to bring down the population. What's sad is the GMOs. The GMOs has no nutritional value, not as much, as organic. You see those fruits and vegetables in the store, and they look really nice. Then you bite into them, they have no flavor, no taste, and no vitamins. So that's what people need to do, to take their vitamins and stay away from places and stuff for a while. But this coronavirus, it costs more money than anything else ever in the history of the world. I don't know if they've said that or not, but I know it has. Trillions and trillions of dollars, maybe even $100 trillion globally. And took a few lives. Not as many as I thought, but, one's too many. But all that money that they could have did a lot of good things with that money. A lot of good things. Got rid of all the fuel engines, combustible engines for police cars, for UPS drivers, for postal drivers, and that would have saved the ozone layer for a while. That's a problem. We just burned too much oil for too many years. And too many people. Way too many people. A lot of people not doing nothing. A lot of people getting a lot of money. And what's sad is a lot of people worked hard for their money, and 20, 30 years they put in the 401k. And in the last 2 or 3 months, they've lost almost all of it, lost $40,000, $50,000, $60,000. Some people even lost more. And they're not getting that back. They're not going to live long enough to recoup that kind of money, Hate to tell you that. Hate to tell you a lot of people too, you're not going back to work. Can't sit in a bubble all your life. But times are changing, and they're not going back to the way they were. Never, ever, 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 And it's sad that you see police officers killing people, unjustly and different things like that. I don't have a problem with police. I don't. Honest to God, I don't. But in the bigger cities, I would be, it would be scary to be a police officer in a big city. Here, we hardly have any crime. We have crime, but hardly any murders and stuff like that. But in the bigger cities, it happens every day. Chicago, Detroit, San Antonio, Dallas, whatever. Every day there's a murder. And times are changing. Politics are just stupid, man. I can't believe the bullshit that they're pulling, That's why I don't vote. And the thing is, in the Bible, I don't know if Trump is a Trump, because like there's the seventh Trump. That's when Armageddon's getting. So Trump might be the sixth Trump. It's hard to say. Even the Trump from the Mormon Church, when he knocked it off the Macaroni head or whatever the hell his name is, when they had the earthquake. It could have been a Trump. It's hard to say because the Bible, it's hard to understand, because you got to have 6 vowels, 6 seals, and 6 trumps. 666, that's that one. And then 777 is when the second coming of Christ. But that's about it for me. This is Lunch with the One-Eyed Fat Man. I don't know what else I got to say, but it's going to go into the New World Order. Cashless society's coming. And if, well, the thing is, everything's computerized. Everything's computerized. Everything. You can't get away with it at all. You can't get away with nothing. And they're tracking us all. They will know us by our works from what we've done on the computer. Where we go, what we do. It's in our cars, it's in our hands. But you have a good day. This is Lunch with the One-Eyed Fat Man. Have a good weekend. And be safe. God bless. I can never shut this off for some reason.